Fannie Lou Hamer's Sunflower County?
I lost my job, and I've been jailed and beaten for trying to become a first-class citizen.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I can say there'll be a hot summer in Mississippi, and I don't mean the weather. White people are really getting prepared. They have been riding around with guns. The mayor has been going around warning people about the coming of the civil rights workers, because he says that after they come and stay here a while, they'll just beat you up. And then he said, don't say nothing about this to old Fannie Lou Hamer.
Are these curfews legal?
As long as there is a white man that says a Negro violated, it's legal with them. You just get arrested, a Negro, if you are out after 12 o'clock.
Turbo, Holmes County?
Well, when I was at the courthouse, I was with 14 others. I was trying to register to vote. Sheriff Andrew Smith said, all right, who will be first? And all the time, he had his hand on his black jacket. Well, most were scared, but well, I said, I'll be first, Mr. Smith. 2 weeks later, my house was firebombed and shot into at 3 a.m. Well, I ran outside and I saw 2 white men. One of them no sooner saw me than he shot at me. Well, I had my .22 already in position, and I commenced shooting at him right fast. Well, meantime, some shooting was heard from the front of the house. Those men, they fled. But myself and my wife and daughters, we went to pumping water and put the fire out. And that's what I got for going to register. Chef told me I firebombed it myself. Now you think I'd set my house on fire and don't have no insurance on it?
Was anybody arrested?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, Chef told me he figured I'd set the fire. Now why would I do that? I had to borrow money from the FHA just to make a crop year. And my tractor's hard to crank. It's sitting beside the house, and there was my pickup sitting there too. And I don't have no insurance on anything. Now, do you think I'd set my house on fire? They talk about me, sure as you please.
Talk about me, sure as you please.
You may talk about me, sure as you please. Talk will never drive me to my knees. So on August 31st, 1962, 17 of us made our first attempt to register to vote. We rented a bus and went to Indianola to the courthouse.
When we got down there were so many people down there, you know, white people.
Yeah, and some of them looked like the Beverly Hillbillies.
But they wasn't kidding down there. They had on, you know, cowboy hats and they had guns.
They had dogs.
The clerk of court stared at us.
Only 2 you can try to register.
So Ernest Davis and Fannie Lou stayed to take the literacy test.
Ooh, Lord, it was rough. You had to fill out a long paper that asked for personal information, written just so, with every T crossed and every I dotted.
I had to put where I worked, and I knew why. You see, when you put by whom you're employed, you're fired by the time you get back home. Well, anyway, the registrar brought out this big black book and pointed to a section of the Mississippi Constitution that I had to read. It was a section dealing with de facto laws. And I know as much about a facto law as a horse knows about Christmas Day. I flunked the test.
On the way home, police car pulled the bus over and arrested the bus driver.
Your bus is too yellow. Looks too much like a school bus. You best come with me.
But then a voice began to sing.
I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Oh, ain't gonna study war no more. 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 Down by the riverside, I'm gonna lay down my burden.
Down by
Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, I'm gonna lay down my burden. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the
That's all right.
The driver was fined $30.
Oh, which we all put in what?